Hi everyone, so it's Holly here with Missouri River Soap, and I thought I would do a little packaging video. I finished up most of my orders from this release yesterday, which was Thursday, but I had some come in, so I thought I'd go ahead and do a video. And we bought a new camera last night, and we returned it today, and now we have another new camera. So this is going to be the test run. We're just going to have to see how it goes. So this customer ordered 11 soaps. I cannot fit 11 soaps in the padded mailer, and even if I was able to, it has a 4-pound limit. So we have to bump up to the medium flat rate box, of which I need to put together. I like to give the boxes going internationally plenty of tape, you know, because they're being put through the ringer. It would be sad if the package fell apart on the way. I've said it many times, but I used to work for mailboxes, etc. in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and also mailboxes, etc. in Overland Park, Kansas. That was before they came, the UPS store. They transitioned to that. They were in the process of it right before I left. When I had my first baby, I never went back to work, so that's my story. So I need some bubble wrap. So I find this bubble wrap lays in the box quite nicely that way. But this one, I do fold up a little to go this direction. I'm hoping it's not overexposed. This camera looks super bright to me at the moment, and I have my main light off, so it could just be my viewfinder. So like I said, you just got to bear with me. Now you can get some tissue paper. I'm doing a blue theme, this time blue, green, and white for Father's Day month. So I'm just going to put a layer that way, and I'm going to come put another layer in. I don't usually work on my soaping table to pack orders, but this time I kind of set it all up, so I had this nice zone here. So it's been really nice. Okay, so let's pack her in there. So it's going to be, this box is a little bit overkill. I don't have another option for this. So we have Root Beer Float Soap. We have Ollie's Calm Soap. Pretty much one of all the brand new ones. Fresh Linen. Let's just do 3 like so. And Green Clover and Aloe. I'm actually going to put a little bit of shred on the bottom. So I have my little blend. I'm kind of going with, you know, like a sky, tree, golf, green blend, you know, because dads tend to like stuff like that. So back in again with our soaps here. Let's see, I'll put Ollie's Calm. I don't know why. I like to put them in by similar scents. It's kind of an odd thing. Patchouli Rain. I guess I didn't show you. This one was made with beer this month, so how fun is that? And Embers, which was a really awesome one. Now I do have a lot of product left, so don't think I've sold out. So if you'd like to go check it out, please do. So back in with the Root Beer Float. Okay. That's looking nice. Let's see. Okay, see down in there like so. So, Wild Elderberry. Now this one is plain. I had an idea. It was supposed to be really funny, but I chickened out in the end. We have Smooches. You know what? I'm going to put a little layer of bubble wrap. Just to help with the scents not getting completely overblown. They're all going to kind of mix together anyway. Just the way it is. Is that What I got going on here already? Okay. So I'm going to do Wasabi Loofah. This is like a gardening soap or a mechanic soap. It has powdered loofah in it. And then we have a goat milk and oatmeal, which is unscented soap. And the last one is espresso. Now this coffee scents do tend to kind of infiltrate what they've got going on around them. So I'm actually going to do a shrink wrap bag, but I'm not going to shrink it. So I'll be back. So I just used my impulse sealer just to kind of give it a little baggy. Now these do still have a breathe through ability, but smell through, breathe through, whatever, I guess. They get air still. Air goes in, scent comes out. But this is definitely going to help maintain that a little bit more. So I'm going to just put some cozy little shred here. I love the shred. I love that it will conform as I ask it to conform. In fact, I'm going to separate the espresso soap a little bit from the goat milk unscented soap. So we're just going to kind of just tuck him in all happy. I love packaging orders. I guess that's why I did so well at mailboxes, etc. Because I packed a lot. We used to pack stuff, well, I've probably said this 100 times, for the PGA. So I have met several, well, more their wives than anything, the golfing dudes. Okay, so I'm going to put in a buttermilk and honey sample. Oh, cha-ching, thank you for your order. Fruity Loops. Now this one did discolor, but I'm sending it out as samples because I think we're still going to like it. I'm using one right now downstairs, and I really, really like it. Now, I would typically add a bunch more samples, but she bought all the soaps that I actually, I mean, I guess I could probably pull something for her, but I'd have to cut up an actual bar, and I don't want to cut up any bar of the stock I have left. So, I have this basket here that I'm working with, but I really don't think, oh, I guess I could do a coconut milk. Maybe a coconut milk. Oh, I have a lavender, fine, I can put that in there. I feel like when my customers have purchased from me overseas, they have gone above and beyond to pay for shipping for my little soaps. So I like to give them a little something extra. I try to anyway, and a lemongrass. We'll do that. Okay, basket aside. So that's all snug as a bug in a rug in there. We're gonna, oh dear, I am out of shred. Okay. Well, that's probably going to be acceptable, actually. Okay, yes, that's acceptable. So, I'm going to mark off my invoice and I'll come back to it. Okay, so I've written my note. I have put in my business card. I'm going to get everybody all wrapped up nice and tight here. This does not have a lot of fold over space, so I'm going to do it anyway. Nicer presentation. A little tape to hold that down. And then my little sticker this month is hello and thank you. My daughter helped me design it. So she's awesome like that. I'm amazed at how these children are nowadays, you know. They are very, very advanced when it comes to computer work. Okay, looking good. That looks good. However, that's pretty nice, but we don't want this to have any give, so a little bit more bubble wrap. So I've just folded it all up like so. And that's going to protect it from being caved in too much. You have to keep in mind that your packages are being, they may fall through this huge drop first, and then they could have a really heavy box coming in behind them. So you got to make sure that your packaging can withstand the falls. Okay, so package to India complete. Well, except for the customs, that's going to take me a little bit. Okay, so for the next order, I have 4 wax melt clamshells. However, I did not have time to label everything, so I have been kind of labeling as I have an opportunity. I'll fill you in on a little secret here. Every round label I do, I punch it by hand. It's not ideal. We spend a lot of time punching labels around here. I just had to print off some new. It's just, I mean, it's ridiculous how I can never get a printer to line up, and I waste so many labels. So in the long run, I really get a go of it once I get started, but in the long run, this is just straight up ridiculous wasting. So I do it by hand, and I always change my designs, so I haven't wanted to send them to a printer. So like I said, going really slow here, but we're just going to do that for now. We only need the one. So we have wild elderberry, wax, smooches, and then the cherry kiss needs a label. Okay, that was weird. I don't know what just happened. So I have this little bowl that I keep for my paper trash. It's easy to just throw it away and then replace it. I am so hot. I turned my air conditioner down to low. It's not getting the job done. Oops, that one had a... This is where it can be a bit of a problem. Some of them don't have a slit, so sometimes it can be a bit of a process, but to me that is better than the other frustration. So the question is it miserable hot where you are? Because it's miserable hot in southern Missouri. We went so hot. April was, I think, our coldest month on record in a very long time, years and years and years. And May was our hottest month on record in years and years and years. So not fun. So, I had little zip top baggies I was putting my melts in, like so. But I am now officially out of those, so I'm just going to, well, that's not going to sit flat, darn it. What's my plan here? I didn't have time to think my plan over. This is the problem. Nope, those aren't going to work. I go find new. This is just reality, my friends. This is how I operate. Okay. I try to be as prepared as I can be, but then there's some days where you just get a little off. So this sample is banana pudding, and then this one is called After the Rain. And my uncle came up with this idea, my uncle in Montana. I was texting and he was saying it had just poured and it smelled so good. Poured down rain and it stopped. It smelled so good. And I was like, what does it smell like? I mean, I can imagine. And he said it smelled like pine and honeysuckle. So he's like, hey, that'd be a good scent. So I developed a woodsy. I didn't have pine, so I used like a juniper and birch. But I mixed it with honeysuckle. It's pretty nice, my friend. Business card. I kind of changed my design again, but then my business cards, I still have a lot of those left, so we'll just work our way through those. I do just like to use a little tissue and a little bubble wrap when I do smaller packages like this. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my sticker on. I have my bubble wrap in a tub on the floor, but not the bubble wrap. The bubble wrap is in the tub. I'm very particular about floor things up here. Do not like things to touch the floor. I am very much a germaphobe, and I have OCD, and I have anxiety. It's very clean here. I'm going to use a priority mailer envelope. I do like to fold it over so that the product stays snug and it's not sliding around. But that means I also need to kind of cover this edge because you don't want this loop getting caught on anything. Okie dokie, so there we have another package. I'll come back. Once again, I need to put a little label on. I feel like all of them this time I'm struggling with. Okay, here we go. Alright, to this one, we have a patchouli rain and a confetti blossom, a figgy cream, and a sea salt and ocean breezes scented wax melt. It smells so good. Has some sea salt on it. Oh my word, it is delightful. So I'm going to put a banana pudding wax melt sample in here. Again, that baggie is a little large. And let's see what we could dig around in here for. I'm kind of hoping there's a fresh linen or something. Maybe I'll do embers. I guess we'll do an embers and you add a little extra of the goat milk and oatmeal little monkey shape, and he was a little too small, so I'm going to do that. Now, this is going to a soaping friend, so that's really awesome. Okie dokie. I tried. This is being too obstinate. We got a little poofy. I'm going to get out one of my boxes. These are 9x6x3 boxes. Oh my word, this tape is obnoxious today on this particular box. Alright, let's get in some shred in this little box here. Confetti blossom, figgy cream, total classic Missouri River soaps, plus the patchouli rain. Totally classic. I have my wax melt, my embers, and my goat milk soap. Boy, these little baggies are kind of getting on my nerves. I shouldn't have run out of my other ones. Okay, you just be like that. Here we go with some shred on the edges and a smidgen on the top. Shred goes everywhere. It's like a bomb went off. I'm gonna put my note in there, and then I just kind of, I guess you can't see very well, just kind of tuck everybody in all snug and fold this over. So look at what my business card extra says at the bottom. You seem really fun. Yeah, because I am really fun. Gosh. So neither one of these have the seam again. Oh my word. I'm not a swearer, but it gets borderline sometimes with these stickers and me. About the worst the swearing with me gets is what? The freaky deaky. I tell you, they save money by making part of the rolls non-sticky. I believe 100%. Either that or they're just no good at it. So I just slide her on in just like that. The post office tends to like all these taped down. Oh, I have a post office story to tell you. So you know, we're not the only ones that enjoy these packages. So the post office ladies find them quite enjoyable also. They like to smell them. They like to grab them and have customers smell them. They like that my husband, he's the one who takes all the packages into the post office. And he, you know, the ladies call him honey and sweetheart and all that because he's OCD too. So he stacks them all nice on the counter and they just absolutely love that. So he came in the other day and it was early in the morning and they don't like that because they feel like their day should be over when he comes in because he usually walks in at like 4:28 because our post office closes at 4:30. So anyway, they had just gotten in the scratch and sniff stamps and so she's like, here, you gotta smell this, and oh, it smells so good. And asked my husband, what do you think it smells like? And he's like, well, watermelon Jolly Rancher is what it smells like to him. And he's like, well, but these packages smell better. She's like, yes, they do. So she took my packages and the scratch and sniff stamps over to the worker that she was working with that day. And she's like, which one smells better? And the lady's like, the package from Missouri River Soap, of course. So everybody enjoys these packages. I love sending them to you. The post office ladies enjoy the process of checking them in, and I know you guys enjoy them on the other end. So I am going to get these labels slapped on. It's Friday. I'm calling it a day. We gotta go pick up our truck. There is a big BF Goodwrench tire snafu. Long story short, we have to replace all 4 truck tires in less than 2 years with only 23,000 miles. Totally not normal, and they're fighting us on it, so we're fighting them back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go pick up our truck. Nothing good has happened, but the people are gonna try to help us out. Got everything they need to know, so go pick up our truck, go get some meat for dinner, drop off the packages at the post office, and probably get a coffee. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.